everyone. It's been a few days, and yeah, mental health is real. That's all I got to say. Last I talked to everyone, it was the anniversary of my husband's passing and the 10-year anniversary, and it's been a rough week. So anyway, what I've been up to this past week has been pretty much nothing. I did finish the pig that I said I would finish. Here's his little curly tail. So here's the pig. This is Stormy. And then I did do one bee. I had enough of the black left over that I did get one bee done. And then I did a pattern test for a mini Krampus. Not so mini. As you see, he's pretty big. But this is a free pattern on Instagram. And actually, all three of these are free patterns on Instagram. I will put on the screen who their Instagram handles so that you'll be able to find them if you're interested. But this is a mini Krampus. The pattern did release today, which is the 20th? 21st. I'm really behind. So this one did release today. So yeah, he's, like I said, he's pretty big, pretty easy to make. You do have to sew on the horns and the ears, and everything else is basically crocheted. Like these are bobble stitches, and this you can crochet on, and these you can crochet on. So I did finish those. And then I also did some stitch markers. These aren't really displayed very well, but I wanted to put them on here just so I've got a way to store them before anybody does order. So I did do a bunch of stitch markers. I did get some out in the mail today. My friend Danielle ordered some from me, so I got her order out today and drop that off at the post office. I do have a couple more gummy bears down here, and then also a cherry. So that's what I have been up to this week. Not much of anything. Like I said, mental health is real. So what I'm going to start working on today, I don't think I'll get it finished because it is 5:02 p.m. So I am going to start on a Christmas present for my daughter's boyfriend, and it will be a Charmander. So I am going to start working on that, and we will see how far we get going. I guess I should say, hi, my name is Michelle, and I am from Creative M. Shell, business owner of a small business. And you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, obviously, as Creative with an 8 M Shell. And on Facebook, it's Creative M Shell, but just spelled creative the normal way. I do have some things listed on Marketplace that are for sale. So if you are interested, go check out my business page and check out the items that I do have for sale right now. And I'm going to get started on the Charmander. Let's see how far we can get. Okay, so I moved you guys down just a little bit so you could watch me crochet for just a little bit of a fast forward, fast reel. I don't know what it's called. Anyway, I'm going to be using orange Bernat Brights for the Charmander. And we're going to get started. All right, so I had to stop the time lapse because, as I've said in the previous videos, if you watch them, I have 4 cats. 4. So cats and yarn. Well, let's just say I had to get one of them, actually 2 of them, off the top of my yarn bins that I have my yarn storage in, because I have this nice big fluffy blanket that my good friend Danielle made for me and sent to me for Christmas, nice and warm. Anyway, they keep wanting to get up there and make biscuits on my blanket, so I had to stop twice to get one cat off because she done knocked a bunch of skeins of yarn over. climbing up, as you see here. She climbed up over top of here, knocked over 4 skeins of yarn, getting up there to get to this blanket to just stand there and go like this. Then another one jumped up on my desk and over top of stuff to get up there just so he can get up there and make biscuits. Then the third one came over to my cart, stole a couple pieces from another piece that I was working on. I'm not going to finish it, so at this point I don't care, but I gave her the last piece. The other 2 were over on the floor, so I gave her the last piece so she stopped crawling up there. She played with it for a second, and now it's done taking off. She didn't care. It's no longer a game if she doesn't have to fight for it, I guess. So anyway, 3 of the 4 are always a menace. The other one is just good. She just wants to jump up here every once in a while, get some love, and then I get her off and she's done. So I've gotten this far. I've got 1 more round before I start my actually no, 3 more rounds before I start my decrease rounds. This is the top of the head. So I'm working from top of the head down. The eyes are going to go in between this row and the next. So I'm about to mark that just because it's easier for me than having to, well, not easier, but faster, should I say, than having to count my rounds and then finding the spot. So I'm in what is a 5 round of single crochet around, which is what makes the straight edge here. And so what I did was I marked the first round, so then all I have to do is count down to make sure that once I get to my 5th round. I've tried a couple things. I've tried the poppers, which is like the fidget poppers. I forget to mark them. So then I'm like, okay, then I have to start counting my rows down. So I found this to be my easiest. If I have multiple rounds, more than 3, then I just mark the first round so I can go down. I'll try to do a little bit more time lapse here. I'm sitting here watching a movie on YouTube. It's actually, I think it's a Lifetime movie that somebody uploaded to YouTube. And then, so I'm watching that while doing this Charmander. Again, this is for my daughter's boyfriend for a Christmas gift. He doesn't watch these, I'm sure, because not many people do at this point. And so he's not going to know, but he does like Charmander as one of his favorite Pokemon. So I figure I'd make that for him for his Christmas gift. And I'm trying to debate on if I want to do some colored eyes or if I just want to do some regular black eyes. I've got a couple of different ones. I've got many over here. These were made by Mandy, Fluffer Knots on Instagram. And, but I have some over here from the ADHD Hobbyist on Instagram as well. And I'm trying to decide if I want to do plain black or if I want to do something with a little bit of color. So I don't know. We'll see what we come up with once I get to the point of inserting eyes. And I have a couple more rows done, then I can see which one's going to look better with this orange. The pattern writer just used plain black eyes, so we will see. But I've got a couple more rounds to go, and before I do insert the eyes, I always do it before the decrease rounds. They have you actually decrease down to 14, which is literally this row. So like that's 14 stitches. I do not want to have to put them safety eyes in there at that point. So I'm going to do it before the decreases, before it gets too small of an opening that I can't get them in there. So I'm going to go ahead and get back to working, but so far this is my progress. Okay, so this is where I'm at. And now I'm definitely going to add the eyes before I decrease any further. This middle part is the nose. And then these are the cheeks. So the eyes are going to go right here at this row here. And I think I decided on these 25mm Neptune. Look at those. These are by the ADHD Hobbyist. And Look at those. I did look up some pictures, and it looks like his eyes can be blue. So there's like black and then blue and then some white, like on the upper part, I think it was. But I might do the up. If I do the white, then I'll do that with just some yarn. But I liked the white or the blue in these. I had a couple of different ones, but these Neptune ones are really, really sparkly. So I'm going to insert the eyes. You don't want to see me do that because these are really hard to put on. I do have a tool that I use, and I'll be using this tool here. So I put down the backing of the eye. I'll put that here, lay it down on my table, and then when I put the eyes in, I will, let's see here. So it looks like this one will go about there. And these are sinker eyes, so this will sink in a little bit. And so what I'll do is I will lay this on my table with this on the inside, and then stand up and press down really hard. And then we will see how they look. But I'm gonna get my eyes placed and then get them in, and I'll show you what I've got. All right, so I got the eyes in, and look at those. Aren't they gorgeous? So I'm going to work a couple rounds. This looks like he's going to be a pretty big guy. So I'm going to do a couple more rounds and then start stuffing, and then we'll be done with the head. And then actually 2 more rounds, we're done with the head. And then, so I want to start stuffing, and then it'll continue on into the body. And then we got the pieces to go. So, but here we are so far. And yep, see, he's pretty big. Because there's a size comparison to my head. So hope he's going to like it. So we have the head stuffed. And as you see, it, you know, takes a different shape, of course, when you got it all stuffed in, but you can still see the nose and the cheeks. Kind of hard to see without actually being here, but as you can, if you can tell, it's kind of puffed out there a little bit. So we've got the head done. As you can see, he's going to be a big guy. So 1 more row of decreases, which means that you take the amount of stitches. For those that are not crocheters, you're going to take the amount of stitches and make less stitches. Best way to describe it without actually telling you how to do it, but it is another row of decrease, and then it'll be onto the body. So progress so far, he's coming along. Maybe I'll at least get the body done and a few pieces done. I don't know if I'll get everything sewed on tonight. So far it is 6:37 p.m. So I've been working on him for a little bit, about 1.5 hours, a little bit over 1 hour and 30 minutes. Like I said, 4 cats. Trying to crochet. Yeah, they get into everything. So coming along. All right, check in again. It is 7:07 p.m. And so I've officially been working on this for 2 hours. And here's what I've got so far. I've got 1 more row of increases and then another single crochet all the way around, which means the same amount of stitches. And then it'll start decreasing. I am therefore on getting ready to start row 23, and there's 32 rows to this head and body from head to bottom. So again, this is what I've got so far. So I may end the video after I get the body done. So I'll check in once I got the body done. We'll see what time it is and see if I will continue on doing the rest of the pieces tonight or if I will start those tomorrow. But not too bad. Like I said, 2 hours. I'm a slow crocheter, so pretty much because of the cats, but they haven't bothered me for a minute. Maybe they finally are settling down after the treats I gave them. They bothered me for a while because they wanted more treats, but I wouldn't give them the whole package, which is what they wanted. So I will check back in once I get the body done. We'll see what time it is then and see what we'll do from there. All right, final check-in for the night. I did stop to eat some dinner, and then I gave the cats some wet food because they knew it was here, so they wasn't going to leave me alone until I gave it to them. But here is the Charmander so far. I am completely done with the head and the body. Now I can do the arms, the tail, the feet. And it does have a Pikachu hat. I don't know if I'll do the Pikachu hat. We'll see what it looks like once I'm done. And then I'll show a picture to my daughter and see what she thinks. Or like if he would like the Pikachu hat. But if not, or if I don't do the hat, then I will have the body. But like I said, we'll see what it looks like once I get everything else done. But I'm going to stop here for tonight. My hands are hurting really bad. This is a stiffer Bernat. It's more tubular, so it's not quite, it's soft, but it's not as soft and easy to work with as some of the other Bernat, like the baby blanket and the regular blanket yarn. So my hands, especially my right one, is hurting really bad. So I'm going to stop the video for tonight. And I may work on a few pieces, but I do want to get this edited so I can get it up. If I do work on a few pieces, I will definitely show you guys the finished piece once it's all done. If not tonight, then I will work on the last few pieces tomorrow and get him all assembled. But so far, this is it. He is big, as you see. Put him on my shoulder, and he is almost as big as my head. So, well, that's with my neck. So my head, yes, he's as big, as tall as my head. So here we go. And like I said, we'll cut it off tonight. And make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let you know what you think about the Charmander. And like I said, I will leave the names of the patterns I did do, the cat, the bee, and the mini Krampus. And then I will see if I can find where I purchased this Charmander pattern, probably Etsy, but I don't know for sure because there's a lot of places to get patterns. So if I can find the link, I will at least put the name down below or on the screen, but because I don't think I can do links yet, but I will let you know at least the pattern writer. And then again, we'll show you the finished piece tomorrow. If I do feel like doing any more of the pieces tonight, I will try to film that and put it with tomorrow's video as well. Excuse me. But good night for now, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.